So Scoots.
Hang on. A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, back in business again. Patricia and David, ZMH 286, on a very unpleasant evening actually here at Gulf Harbour in Auckland. Tell you what, there are boats on the way, but boy, if they could hear me talk, as some of them will be able to, they might turn around. It's actually been windy and on and off rain, but at the moment it is dry. 95% cloud cover, 20 degrees because of the northwest wind, which is blowing at 15 to 20 knots, and the bar is 1016.6. But there are boats on the way. It looks a pretty decent sort of a window for those that want to get back early and enjoy spring in New Zealand, such as it is. Those in the deep south are not enjoying spring. It has given Dunedin and the area around there their full spring 3-month rain in 3 days. So we've just been watching the flooding down in Southland and Clutha. It's very unpleasant, particularly for the newborn lambs and for people wanting to do anything on the land down there, as well as try and get to it in some places. It's just very, very bad. But that's not the worst of the news. Last night, New Zealand lost a good proportion of its navy. The Manawarua, it's quite a big ship, 85 metres long. It's our survey ship. You might have seen it around the islands. It does all the survey work, the Manawarua. About 75 crew on board, scientists as well as ship crew.
Used to find the reefs.
Yes, David just said it is used to map the reefs. Well, they did more than that last night. They hit one about a mile offshore the southern island of Samoa, and it's Upolu. I don't know how you pronounce that, but Upolu maybe. And unfortunately, they couldn't get it off, and it sort of sunk after burning. And unfortunately, again, it is in a marine reserve, so that's a major problem. The good news was that everybody got off. 2 of them were hospitalised because one of the rubber boats flipped, but they're just not very badly injured, and shoulder, I think, dislocated, and a bit of back injury, but they all got off, which was good news. But boy, it is a major loss to the New Zealand Navy, and not forgetting the embarrassment for the Navy, as well as the English lady who's the commander. She joined the Navy here in New Zealand in 2012, and she's took the helm in 2022, and she lost the first boat or ship that New Zealand has lost since the war. So not a good scene. Anyway, that's the best and worst of the news, and we have hello Y2K, Max and Ali. Thank you very much for the welcome back, and you will be interested to know I spent 2 hours on the soil of Milano on my way home over the week, just before the weekend. So I breathed in some of your lovely, warmer than here, Italian air. All right, we've got boats on the way. Scoots left Fiji October 3rd. Rafiki left yesterday, October the 5th. Pemva, who I don't think has got a radio, but we'll find out shortly, left on the 2nd. So there are people on the way, and I think Zumax might be listening if the propagation is good to Wapu over there in French Polynesia. So good evening to all who are listening, both on the radio and on streaming. And let's see if I can find, let's see if Scoots, I think they said they were going to be on tomorrow rather than today, but let's have a look if they're there. Scoots, Gulf Harbour Radio. No, they must have thought that I'd probably messed things up on my first night back. But anyway, let's try for Rafiki, Gulf Harbour.
We're all thinking tomorrow.
Well, no, Rafiki said they were going to be on today, and I did remind them The trouble is, of course, that our time, we always stay on a radio watch at the same time, UTC. And sometimes the problem is that people are thinking of the time in New Zealand, which of course is now 6:15 rather than the 5:15 we have when we're on standard time. Anyway, Rafiki is on the way, and unfortunately the AIS for them is a bit slow. It's in fact almost 19 hours, 19 minutes slow, but they had good wind on the beam and were going pretty well. Scoots also were going pretty well, and heading south. They were further south because they left a day earlier. So anyway, is there anybody that is heading south that wants to call in? Please call now. Oh, hello to Wapu and you, Anna and Paula. Good evening to you. And I suppose it is almost black in the skies now, but you are coming through really, really well and brought back memories of Wapu. How's things going, over?
Oh, well, I'm very happy because I can talk to you pretty well. A bit scratchy, but it's okay. I mean, we are more than 700 miles further away from when we were in Formosa, so it's good to know that we can still copy you. We moved today, we sailed from Wako to Nukuhiva, and so we are now in the Bay of Pajohai in Nukuhiva. How do you copy over?
I copy you really, really well. It's an amazing copy, actually. So you've gone from Wapu to Nukuhiva. Yeah, it was interesting because I remember when we were in Wapu, it was quite a small anchorage and people were putting a stern anchor out. We didn't, but it was a little bit confusing. So you're now at Nukuhiva, and yeah, we call it Nuka Roller Heaver because we did have a very rolly time there when we came through. How is the bay at the moment, over?
It's okay. Also, this morning was much worse, so we're happy now here, and it's because it's much better now. It's a bit ruddy. The wave is crashing us on the shore, but at least we have the stern to the wave, and so it's okay. And well, we wanted to say hello to you, and we also wanted to let you know that in something about 10 days from now, we will be leaving. We will start our passage towards Panama, and it will be interesting to see for how long we will be able to keep in touch with you. Over.
Ah, interesting. So you'll be in 10 days leaving for Panama. Wow, that is interesting. Yeah, well, I'll be interested to see because I can't believe that you are coming through so well at the moment. I don't think we've had such a good signal from anybody from French Polynesia. Usually I have to go to 12 megs to pick you up well. So we'll see what we can do, and it's good that Max and Ali will be able to hear you through streaming. You are coming through really, really well. So you answered my question that I had for you about what your plans were. So 10 days to head to back the other direction. Wow, I think you'll miss the Pacific. You've certainly investigated it really, really well, over.
Sorry, I didn't get the very last couple of sentences. Can you repeat, please?
Yes, I said you will be missing when you finally get back to wherever your final destination is. You will miss the South Pacific because you've really, really investigated a lot of places over the last few months. Over?
Yes, we feel kind of disappointed and sad to go east, but let's say it's time to get closer to home after 12 years. So yeah, but it will will be interesting. I mean, we are looking at the pilot part, and it will be interesting to see how the sailing will be. Certainly, the beginning will be more difficult, but apparently, once we get to the north of the equator and we get the southeast current, we should be able to sail direct to Panama. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting sail, and it's going to be interesting also to see how long we will be able to keep in touch with you.
Yeah, Roger. I hope we can, but what we can do probably is change frequencies after this net and go to 12 megs to keep in touch. That would be good. I could talk to you on 12.353 or something like that. But boy, it is very, very clear tonight. So, but you are of course at anchor, and that makes it easier because you haven't got all your instrumentation on. So, well, fantastic. So, not too sure where Max and Ali. I presume they are back on the boat, but we'll hopefully hear from them. Okay, well, yep, we're back here enjoying a bit of a snotty weather day, but it is nice to be home. I really had a great trip in France and Spain. So and Portugal. Actually, I really loved Portugal. I'd like to go back there again. But boy, there are a lot of people in Europe. So I'm kind of enjoying the tranquilness of New Zealand. Okay, Anna, well, love to you both, and we hopefully will keep in touch. So certainly as you depart, over.
Yes, we will, and I will be also happy to know more about your Portuguese experience, so we'll keep in touch, and anyway, we will be listening to you also in the next coming days. Lumax on the side for now.
Yeah, I got a surprise to know that you were actually born there, so I don't think I've told David about that.
No.
No, I haven't. I'll have to tell him later. Okay, back on the side for Zumax in Nuku'hiva. And is there anybody else that has woken up to the fact that it is after 0515 UTC, which is actually at the moment 6:27 New Zealand time? Is there anybody, Rafiki or Scoots, wanting to check in? Please call now. No, nothing heard. Maybe Rafiki are finding their sea legs after enjoying the islands for so long. All right, well, and if there's no one there, I'll just have a quick look at the marine traffic, see who else is on the go that we might know. And no, I don't think so. So we will be back, of course, tomorrow at the same time. And it's interesting that there are people on the go for us. This seems really early, but it is a pretty good window. Oh, I see Sweet As is on their way, presumably going back to Australia. Let's have a look at the course, 215. Yes, I suspect they're going back to Australia. All right, cheers everybody, and we will be back, of course, tomorrow. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, and we are clear.
Ti copio abbastanza bene, tu mi copi bene?